The Decalogue. The story behind the 10 commandments given to Moses. Get ready for a series of videos delving deeper into the 10 commandments, but first we will talk about how the Decalogue was delivered to Moses. Subscribe to the channel, like the video at the end and share it with more people. Have you ever wondered what it must have felt like to witness the heavens open, hear the voice of God, and receive a divine message carved into stone? Over 3,000 years ago, a man named Moses experienced this awe-inspiring moment on Mount Sinai. The 10 Commandments, or Decalogue, weren't just rules, they were a covenant, a blueprint for a new way of living. Today, let's unravel the profound story behind this event, the circumstances that led to it, the powerful symbolism it carries, and its lasting impact on humanity. Our story begins in ancient Egypt, where the Israelites lived in bondage for over 4 centuries. Their cries for liberation were answered when God chose Moses, a man with a unique destiny. Rescued from death as an infant and raised in Pharaoh's palace, Moses would later flee Egypt after killing an Egyptian overseer. It was in the wilderness that he encountered God for the first time, through the burning bush, a pivotal moment where he was called to lead his people to freedom. Through 10 plagues that struck at the heart of Egypt's power and belief system, God demonstrated his authority over all creation. The Israelites were freed and crossed the Red Sea, beginning a journey through the wilderness, a journey that would test their faith and dependence on divine guidance. But freedom from physical slavery was only the beginning. They needed spiritual direction to become a unified and holy nation. 3 months after their exodus from Egypt, the Israelites arrived at the foot of Mount Sinai. The mountain was enveloped in a dense cloud, with thunder and lightning announcing the presence of the Almighty. God called Moses to ascend, a moment that marked the beginning of a 40-day encounter between man and Creator. This was no ordinary climb. Moses left behind the clamor and doubts of the people to stand in the divine presence. The atmosphere was overwhelming, shaking ground, blazing fire, and the voice of God. It was here that Moses received the Decalogue, etched by the finger of God on 2 stone tablets. These weren't just laws, they were the foundation of a covenant between God and his people. The number 10 was symbolic or representation of completeness and divine order. Each commandment addressed either the relationship between humanity and God or the relationship between individuals, forming the ethical and spiritual framework of a holy community. You shall have no other gods before me. This command establishes the exclusivity of worship and loyalty to the one true God. It was a direct challenge to the polytheistic practices of Egypt and surrounding nations. You shall not make for yourself a carved image. Idolatry was a widespread practice, but this commandment emphasized that God is spirit, beyond any physical representation. You shall not take the name of the Lord your God in vain. Reverence for God's name was a reflection of the sacredness of his character. Remember the Sabbath day, to keep it holy. The Sabbath was a gift of rest and reflection, reminding the Israelites of their deliverance from slavery. Honor your father and your mother. Family was the cornerstone of society, and honoring parents was a key to maintaining order and blessing. You shall not murder. This command affirmed the sanctity of human life, created in God's image. You shall not commit adultery. Fidelity in marriage was a symbol of faithfulness to God. You shall not steal. Respecting others' property fostered trust within the community. You shall not bear false witness. Justice depended on truth, and this command protected the integrity of legal and personal relationships. You shall not covet. This command addressed the heart, challenging individuals to guard against envy and greed. These laws weren't merely rules, they were principles designed to create harmony between humanity and God, and among the people themselves. When Moses descended Mount Sinai, he brought with him more than just tablets of stone. He carried a divine vision for a society rooted in justice, compassion, and holiness. However, the story didn't end there. The Israelites struggled to keep these commandments, highlighting humanity's need for grace and redemption, a theme that resonates throughout the Bible. The 10 Commandments have transcended their time, influencing legal systems, ethical teachings, and spiritual practices across cultures. Their relevance persists, reminding us of the eternal principles of love, respect, and responsibility. The Decalogue was more than a set of rules, it was an invitation to a higher way of living, one that calls us to love God wholeheartedly and treat others with dignity and fairness. Its impact has shaped history and continues to guide billions of lives today. Now it's your turn. Which of these commandments speaks to you the most, and why? Leave a comment below to share your thoughts. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss any content. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.